Kristen, it is so nice to see you. You look amazing.
Thank you. You look amazing.
Oh, thank you so much. I mean, but you are totally and utterly glowing.
Thank you.
I know, it's third trimester. Baby's coming soon.
Yeah. 6 weeks till due date, so we'll go early. I don't know. I'm just like counting down the days.
You're like, okay, it's coming.
Any minute. Maybe today. Maybe my water breaks. You never know.
Honestly, I hope not. Like, I hope that we just not in this interview because, that would be a story to tell, though.
Right.
That would be a story to tell. How are you feeling, though? Are you excited?
I'm pretty good.
Of course you're excited, but I would imagine a little nervous, too.
Yeah, of course nervous because I don't know what I don't know, but I feel like, so this weekend actually I had this just a little weird thing happen. We filmed the reunion and it was a lot of sitting and my feet were swelling and my doctor was like, when we have the lower extremities, we don't take that lightly. So just like head over to the hospital. Let's just make sure everything's okay. And I felt great.
Yeah.
So it was my first time actually being at the hospital, being in the maternity ward, which was pretty cool. Everything ended up being totally fine. And then I find out like I'm actually having like Braxton Hicks contractions. Didn't even know, been having them for a while. So I'm like, if this is all it is, maybe I will have a super easy labor.
Okay, we're manifesting it for you. Yeah, we're manifesting it's going to be super easy.
Yeah, but I feel good.
But it's also kind of funny to say that like the reunion, you could say the reunion sent you to the hospital. Like
yeah. Reunion sent me to the hospital. That's what happened.
That's what happened.
Reunion was interesting. It was,
Okay, we only got to talk about it.
Yeah.
I know we can't say too much because obviously we have to wait and watch it.
Yes.
But you guys filmed a month earlier ahead of schedule because of you, of course, and Nia. Was it what you were expecting it to be? Because we didn't get a reunion for season 1.
I know. So there was a lot I think there was still a lot of feelings harbored from everything that happened that summer. That ended up like coming to light and that got brought up during this reunion as well. I went into it like actually pretty laxed. I knew exactly like I definitely had some things that I wanted to own up to. I had a certain apology I wanted to give, and those things were really the only plans that I had. And otherwise, I don't know. I just feel like there's something about being this pregnant where like nothing else really matters all that much.
I get that.
And they did, Andy and Bravo gave the reunion seating chart out. So I got to be between Brittany and Luke, which was my perfect safe space.
Yeah.
And Zach was right in my eye line, my other best friend. So that was really great. And it was nice being with Brittany, being that Jax was right there. And I was really proud of her strength as I am. And, as I am in real life, of course, but like watching the season back, like just seeing how strong Brittany's been this whole time. But for me, I felt pretty great. I might have lost it a little bit at one point because that's just who I am.
It's kind of to be expected, not from you, but it's the reunion and like things were said and things happened this season.
I can't keep my mouth shut. I have to like speak my piece, and I feel like everyone really did get to.
Okay,
which was nice.
Which is nice because we didn't get that last season, so I felt like there were so many things that should have been tied up, but then they weren't. Is it safe to say that maybe you said some things to Janet?
Janet and I definitely had words.
Okay.
We did. Mm-hmm.
Do you think you are at a better place following?
I don't think in all of the reunions I've done, I don't think anything can be squashed and repaired perfectly at a reunion.
Yeah.
Like it can be a stepping stone. I'm not saying it was a stepping stone for Janet and I, maybe or maybe not, but the reunion can be a stepping stone, but that's, I think, at most that it can be. Like it can be an apology given, an apology maybe accepted, but that's just like the very beginning of repairing any relationship.
Got it. How did Luke do?
Luke did great.
Yeah.
Luke did really well at shushing me at the right times too. Like I think Luke was very cautious and very conscious of the baby and my stress levels. And even though in my brain, I'm like, I am fine. Just because I pop off or fly off the handle, my stress is great. When I did get heated, he was very much like grabbing my arm, like just wait, relax, stop yelling over people, just calm down. And that was, I know, his major like MO going into it.
But that's good to have.
Yeah.
That's very, very good to have. Is he in the group chat, the guys' group chat?
He does not want to be in the guys' group chat. he doesn't like group chats in general. Even with his own family, he gets really overwhelmed. But Luke is a guy who like lives in neutral. Like his preference is to just live in neutral. Like,
Yeah.
of course he gets pissed off or upset. Of course he gets, he's very happy and elated. But for the most part, he just kind of likes to chill in neutral. So that just even the dings of the group chat it's not his vibe.
It's not the vibe.
And we don't even know half the guys in that group chat.
Right. He's like, I don't even want to be in it. He's like, this is already out of his comfort zone. He's like, I don't need this also. I'm so excited to see your engagement.
It's amazing.
Oh, were you so surprised?
Yes, absolutely. Totally shocked. I mean, I know it's on the trailer and you guys can see that. Clearly, I wouldn't have dropped an F-bomb.
Clearly.
Had I had any idea. And that is my absolute only regret, I think, maybe for the whole season. It was not my bachelorette moment that I thought it was going to be. But I was absolutely shocked. I cannot believe he pulled that past me. But watching that episode back with him was so incredibly emotional. I mean,
I'm
probably
sure.
being pregnant as well. But it was, I could watch that episode over and over and over.
Well, it's so nice that you have that then. Yeah. Like, that's so nice. It's like you have crazy episodes, which we love as fans, but like you have that episode that you can just always hold close to your heart.
I have a video yearbook of the actual proposal forever that we can like show our daughter one day, which is crazy.
Which is totally crazy. I know this is like probably the last thing you're even thinking about, but wedding plans.
Yeah, we have no idea.
Yeah.
We really don't. I think we've always kind of said that even before the engagement that it would probably be something really small because there's really no in between with the amount of friends and family that we have and like across as many states. It would be 500-600 people if we invited everybody. And like, I'm not even good with birthday parties that way. I'm like, I just have to invite everyone because I don't want anyone feeling left out. So we've up until like at this moment, we've considered like a destination wedding. We love the idea of Hawaii where we got engaged or like an island somewhere. But now we're like, maybe we want like kind of more of a country wedding. We wanted to go somewhere like Nashville or Georgia or something kind of cool like that. So literally we have no idea.
Well, I recently got married in Hawaii.
Yes. I know.
Please do it. Please, utterly. Like, you have to do it. Like, I can give you all my recs, all the vendors, everything. It was so amazing. Because also, too, you invite people, and then some people don't go. And then it just, like, list goes, dwindles and dwindles and dwindles. So, it's a nice,
like it.
When you're ready, just reach out to me. No, but I love that so much. So I do want to ask, though, because we obviously saw Lisa Vanderpump on Watch What Happens Live, and she made some remarks about Sheena's book, and then I saw that you commented below.
Twitchy thumbs.
You're like, I can't stop. But kind of like walk me through your response back.
Yeah. I didn't watch the whole episode, but of course I did see that clip. It was sent to me a lot, pretty often. And I just feel so protective over my girlfriends in that way. And even though Sheena and I at the moment are not even as close as we were way back in the day.
Yeah.
When I found out that, Sheena was coming out and like speaking her truth, and it wasn't even trashing Lisa. It was more just like she finally got to speak her truth. And then Katie came out, Maloney, and like said some things about her truth. And it's like, I know what a relief that must have felt like for both of them. It's something I've never held in, but I know that they have. And so, I mean, I guess what way is Lisa really going to respond, right? She is a very snarky, sort of like her, like, I guess, sense of humor, as she calls it. But I kind of hoped that there would have just been like some humble, some sort of down to earth, some sort of appreciation for Sheena at some point or another. Or maybe Lisa could have just responded with kind of a no response and been like, well, I'll just have to wait and see what the book does say. But then to say that like Sheena has nothing else to talk about. I mean, Sheena has plenty to talk about. Trust me. So it just felt like really poor taste to me. And I felt the need to stick up for her in that way.
I know this is so far-fetched, but do you think there is a world where you and Lisa would ever bury the hatch? No. And you're like, no.
I mean, there's no hate. I don't hate anyone. It's just we're just not like-minded people.
Yeah.
At all. I think we're raised very differently. We definitely treat people very differently. Like Midwest born and raised, I don't kiss the ring, and I would never, the amount of money that I would ever have in the world would never make me treat someone less than.
Mm. Were you then surprised that Stassi went and worked with her on Vanderpump Villa?
No, because Stassi's going to get her own show. Good for her.
Yeah.
Hey, if you got to swallow that pill to do what's best for you, your family, and your further career, get it.
Get it.
Like, I commend her because I don't know if I could have done it. Like, I really don't. I think that my ego and my pride would have taken the best of me if someone offered me something like that. Mm. So I'm like, good for you, girl. Look at the bigger picture.
Honestly, though, like, sure.
Hey,
sure.
We had to do it on Vanderpump Rules. Like,
I know.
What's another couple seasons of Vanderpump Villa?
Which, are you going to watch the new Vanderpump Rules?
I'm very curious.
I'm very curious, too.
I wouldn't... I can't promise I'm going to actually, like, watch the whole season, but I'm very curious, so I'll definitely tune in. Yeah. To see how it goes in the beginning. Were
you surprised that the Valley took off? I know a lot of people in the beginning, they were like questioning it, yeah. Fans were, and now it's hot.
I'm really glad people gave it a chance. Yeah. Because in hindsight, I can see, especially kind of with the taglines that we were giving in the way the cast was promoting it, it's like turning in bottle service for baby bottles. Yeah. It's like, I can see where the fans would go, well, that sounds boring as hell. So I'm really glad that they did give it a chance and decided to, like, be curious enough to watch it. And I think that the cast, the real friendships, that's where we have, like, a little bit of what that original Vanderpump Rules was.
1,000%.
Like, this stuff is going on. We are not filming right now. We are now done with the reunion. So really, we have nothing else to do with each other as a cast if we were. And there is stuff going on every single day.
We need the cameras back.
I mean, every single day. So I'm glad that the viewers are giving us that opportunity and that they're seeing, like, okay, yeah, we were telling the truth. This is crazy.
No, it's so funny because even, like, I saw that you started following Lala back, and then that was a whole thing.
Oh, I got a lot of texts from even friends of mine on the Valley, like, what the hell is this all about?
Okay, well, can you tell us what the hell this is all
about? Really, it's not as maybe as big as it looks. It's a small stepping stone, but she hosted a baby shower of one of our mutual friends, Meredith, who people actually did see on Vanderpump Rules. She was Ariana's college roommate, college best friend. So Meredith and I are 2 weeks apart in pregnancy. We've been through our whole pregnancy together. And they're both, Lala and Meredith, solo parents, both had a donor. So they became very close, which was difficult for me as Meredith's friend. Having the shower at Lala's house put me in a really awkward position. And it was really like, is my ego and my pride going to be bigger than supporting one of my good friends at her baby shower? So Lala and I had a text message about it. Lala said, welcomed me with an open arms to her home. So I went for an hour, and it was just a small stepping stone. We talked some mom stuff and decided, I think I can't speak for her, but, like, for me, just for my peace right now, I don't need bad blood where bad blood isn't necessary. And this is not to say that Lala and I do not have a lot to work out, because there's a lot of things that I'm still not happy about, and I'm sure she has opinions about me, but for the time being, this pregnant especially, it's really nice to have support from any moms out there, even if it's Lala.
I feel like it changes your perspective.
It really does, yeah. I mean, I can't, the small stuff doesn't really matter right now.
1,000%. There's so many bigger things, especially protecting your peace, because you gotta protect your peace, especially when the baby comes. You're like, I don't need to be dealing with the shit.
And, like, shockingly enough, I get set off pretty easily sometimes. So
I mean, I don't know about that. I do, though, want to quickly ask about Jackson Brittany. Of course, that is playing out. I will never forget. I don't know if you remember, but last year we interviewed.
Oh, yes.
It was me.
Oh, yes.
Jax, Brittany, and then you in the middle.
Felt awful for you, Lauren. I will never forget that. Every time I see you, like, now that is what I think of. At the premiere, it's the first thing I thought of when I saw you on the carpet. I was like, poor Lauren, just having to deal. Because Jax, like, he's a tough crowd anyway, but that day specifically,
That was tough.
I was like, just get him out of the room, Brittany, and I'll handle this.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a tough one. And then, but it was like you in the middle of it all. And then we kind of see how you have to juggle that again. Yeah. I think the big thing is all the fans are like, did Jax really change? Is he capable of changing?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't really know. I mean, I think anyone is absolutely capable, but is he willing? And I think there was a lot of this at the reunion too, but even reunion at almost 18 years I've known Jax, I think it's always going to be like, is he willing to do the work? And that I still don't know. At this point, of course I care about his well-being. Like, I wish the best for him, but 99% of my hope for Jax to get better is really just to favor Brittany and Cruz. And as you'll see on this whole season, and even now today, like, Brittany's strength is just absolutely incredible. And she is the best mom that I know. I mean, her bond with Cruz is incredible. She runs that household. She takes care of her son. Her career is just booming, and she does that all by herself. So, I don't know. I'm not here to do Jax any more favors. I'm not here to like lend him a hand anymore. He just has to prove to Brittany that he's worth any of our time. And I just lean to her if she thinks so.
As a viewer, I agree with everything that you said, and I'm just really excited to see Brittany get her sparkle back. Like, you're starting to see it. When I talked to her, it was a different Brittany, and I'm really excited for this chapter for her.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's going to be so fun.
It's going to be so fun. All right, last thing, because I feel like I could talk to you all day, but I want you need to be comfortable. You're pregnant. You're about to have the baby. How would you describe the rest of the season?
Oh God, it is such a roller coaster. I hate being like drama, roller coaster, but it really is. Like, there's just so many, dare I say, peaks and valleys, but like with each friendship and even the relationships, like, I think the beginning of the season, for me, it's a little dark with the Jax and Brittany of it all. And then the Jesse and Michelle is like really heavy.
Yeah.
But as the season progresses, there's definitely some like ups and downs. And I think having Jax away physically, literally away in the facility for part of the summer was just so healthy, not only for Brittany, but for everyone else. Because Jax, and I don't mean just in regards to like filming the show, but just Jax is such a presence and he demands to be a presence. So I think having him kind of gone for a minute allowed the rest of us to work on the relationships that needed to be worked on, and also for like some of the guys to like get to be better friends, or certain people to get to know each other a little bit better without that like giant cloud that is Jax Taylor making everything about himself. So, but then of course he does come back.
It's only a 30-day treatment. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he does come back. But yeah, it's a lot of like really like ups and downs and watching people work through things. Like, I feel like season 1 was very like kind of breakups, a lot of like this is ending, these friendships, these relationships. And I think this season is kind of that middle ground of like trying to reconcile.
Okay.
But not necessarily everyone's reconciling. Some people
Of course.
Some people do. I mean, on tonight's episode,
which I can't wait to watch.
Yeah. I mean, when I watched tonight's episode, I was like, wait, where was I for that conversation between Zach and Janet? There's like, there's some teasers out right now, and I barely remembered that conversation had happened. So it was really interesting to watch.
I have so many more questions, but you gotta go. Well, you gotta get you comfortable. Kristen, thank you so much. And also, I just have to tell you, I'm so excited for you. You're going to be the best mom.
I'm excited.
The way that you're just glowing, I'm so excited for you.
Ready for her to come out.
Yes, not today. Not today, but in 6 weeks from now. Yeah.